Hi YouTubers, hi, I'm back with 6 months 60 books, and it is The List That Changed My Life by Olivia, is it Beirne? Okay, Beirne. I believe it's how it's pronounced Ben. Okay, don't quote me on that. Okay, let me read the blurb. Georgia loves wine, reality TV, and sitting on her sofa after work. She does not love heights, looking at her bank account, going on dates, activities that involve a sports bra, and she will never ever take a risk. That doesn't until her braver, bolder sister finds that she won't be able to tick off the things she wanted to do before turning 30, and turns to Georgia to help her finish the list. With the birthday just months away, Georgia suddenly has a deadline to learn to grab life with both hands. Can she be brave enough to take the leap for her sister? And how might her own life change as she did? Okay, so Georgia's sister is basically the total opposite. She's outgoing, pretty popular. Now I got this because I have 2 older siblings. Now, so Georgia's sister, Amy, is diagnosed with MS, multiple sclerosis, and a lot of this book is about explaining what MS is. I've mentioned MS in a few books about it, so I will put a link down there to the MS Society, okay, just down there. So I like this book because when you hit the diagnosis that it's a massive adjustment and you have to adjust everything about your life, it is quite heartbreaking. But one thing though is this, okay, right, let me just, at page 42, Amy decides to create a list of stuff that she wants her sister to do. Okay? She has written a bucket list for her sister. Let me read out this bucket list. There you go. Number 1. Have a vindaloo on Brick Lane. Is Amy trying to kill me? That's in brackets. What, you never had a vindaloo on Brick Lane? Please, what kind of Londoner has not had a vindaloo on Brick Lane? Take ourselves to class. Do a skydive. Go on a Tinder date. Cycle around Hyde Park. Run 10k. Make the perfect Victoria sponge. Go skinny dipping in the sea. Try skateboarding at South Bank. Show Bianca, her boss, your designs. At this time, Georgia works for a designer called Bianca who's trying to plan her own wedding, and is in a bit of a nightmare. As what's normally are in these fictions. Okay. So, yeah, she has to do this list. Now, I understand this because I also made a list of my own. When I broke my leg a couple of years ago, crushed it, snuffle of titanium, permanent limp. I also made a list as well. I'm actually going to put my list down there too. Just because stuff I wanted to do. I have a list of to-dos and a list of impossible things. So one of my to-do list is to go paintballing, which I've never been able to arrange that because I want to do with me. And on my possible list is stuff like meet Tom Hiddleston, you know, as you do. Or being an episode of Doctor Who. With my ex-boyfriend, hey, we're still friends. So, yeah, so she does this list and little things just keep happening. Okay, now cliche and time, get this, okay? So she meets up a Tinder date with this guy called Jack, and this is the moment she meets Jack. My eyes fancy land on a young guy walking out of the toilet. He has dark hair stubbled up round across his jaw and is wearing a green jumper. I react slightly. I take a deep breath and walk over. He looks up and smiles at me. Hi, I say. Jack, I'm Georgia. Jack's eyes flick down my body and meet my eyes. For a second he looks almost surprised to see me. Hey, he said eventually. See, I'm late, I say. Shall I get a drink? Shall we get a drink? Jack's mouth twitches, he glances over his shoulder and then back at me. Sure. Now Jack is not her Tinder date. Jack is her boss's brother. Yes. Welcome to cliche in London. Can you imagine this as a Londoner? Okay, now I'm saying this as a Londoner. Okay, I'd never known that to actually happen. Okay, the most random person you accidentally pick up in a bar, okay, turns out to be the boss who basically is always on your case and is very, very entitled and wants bears at her wedding, okay, is this guy's brother. Cliche galore. Me like, okay. I mean, this is an example, okay, of the kind of crap that Georgia has to deal with, okay? Right. I eyed a large sign, Debussy and sign. I can't believe I'm about to enter London Zoo in a pencil skirt. I feel like I'm on The Apprentice. I tuck my skirt down and shimmy like an anxious penguin on nerves dancing around my chest. I glance at the phone. 9:55. I gave half an hour to speak to Charlie, whoever the hell that is. Heard it's a real person that isn't a sort of code. Maybe Anka doesn't want bears at all, and is speaking in Cockney slang. What could bear mean in rhyming slang? Chairs? That's just totally feasible. She could be either asking me to source chairs for the wedding. Shit. I'm being a total idiot. Then why would she send me to London Zoo? They don't sell chairs here, do they? Here you go. So, Charlie, here you go. Turns out that no one knows who Charlie is. Here you go. Oh yes, being said casually. I don't know Charlie. Oh no, there's no good at all. I need a much more froth than that, please. We're just getting a lot at a time. You, I say Charlie. You don't know Charlie. Oh no, darling. Bianca starts. I took her laughter dancing down the phone. I felt my face burn. Then why the hell did she send me here? My friend does, Bianca continues. Charlie is my friend's second cousin. Said she worked at London Zoo. Alice thought now there's an idea. I thought you could ask her about the bears as a way in, you know? Yeah, she wants to dance and sing in bears. Bears at a wedding. Yeah, that's the kind of crap she puts her through. Okay? And then Bianca is, as this all goes tits up, okay, I don't want to go into this. Bianca signs down the phone. You know, she says wearily, you need to work on your negotiating skills. Bears. Bloody bears. But, okay, so this list, now, the thing is about the magic of this kind of fiction where it's the world where she starts doing 10k and then people get interested in sponsoring her and it becomes a 10k charity run. Okay, fine. But I have one issue with this book. Okay, one issue. And that is Amy. Okay, now essentially Amy has MS. Amy is constantly falling. Amy has, she's learning to deal with her diagnosis. Fine. I just find Amy a bit of a cow at the same time. Okay, put it this way, okay? So, Georgia and Jack, the real Jack, the Jack that she's secretly seeing at this point, okay? Her boss's brother, okay? They've gone away to Brighton for a little work do and basically what do. First, the time skydive and skinny dipping. Okay, fine. Two off the list. Tick, tick. And then Amy has a fall, and this is it. I should have done it. I should have been here. It took me hours to get back, and by the time I did, Dad told me to wait at home alone. I let my head fall back to my hands, anxiety shaking around my body, squeezing it, moguls like a python. Felt like I could barely breathe. Amy fell. She hit her head. Cutting that bit. Okay? I hold the door, my heart cracking each time, and my eyes fall on another dent at Amy's battered body. As suddenly my stomach plummets as Amy's eyes look up at me and lock onto mine. Her face doesn't move, but I know instantly what she's thinking. I should have been there. Now, essentially, Amy has now got her boyfriend, okay, well, fiance, Tam, running around after Amy, okay? She's got her parents running around after Amy. And I'm just sitting there kind of frustrated, like, how come is it Georgia has to keep dropping her life for Amy? It's set off, she has a thought, I should be there. At I think various points, as Amy turn around and say to Georgia, I'm fine to go do your own thing. She created this list for her sister to do, like this bucket list for her birthday, to kind of get her out of her comfort zone and do more things and basically embrace life. But when she does, it becomes of, you should have been here for me. No. So basically, even though Amy is dealing with this MS diagnosis, I actually found her a bit of a bitch. There you go. So, and sooner or later, that Amy kind of gets out of her stump. But I'm like, yeah, for the last couple of months, if I'd ever run around over you, and yeah, but it kind of takes a while to get there. Amy gets better, but I was like, you gotta stop dwelling on this, okay? You just gotta stop being so entitled. Make everyone kind of dance at your whim. You gave your sister a list, after all. Anyway, but as someone has actually got a list, I'm gonna actually put the list down there as well. List down in the links. My own list. I did enjoy this book. It was an easy read. I read it in about a day and a half. And Olivia Beirne, the list that changed my life. Everyone's got a bucket list. You know, to our bucket list. So I hope we complete them all. And sign off here. Loves, bye.